So you're welcome to today's training, and today we shall be looking at open port hacking penetration testing. Okay, so these are Kali, and these are VisualBox, and these are Kali already open, and also we'll be doing this in a safe environment. These are what are Metasploitable. Okay, so to get started. In this my Metasploitable, the first thing for me to do is to do what my if config, then to get the IP of this my if config, because I want to exploit this my Metasploitable because it's fond of vulnerability. Okay, now this is the IP, this is my IP which I will be getting, and after getting my IP, the next thing for me to do, come to my Kali, open my terminal. Okay, open my terminal, then I do my word sudo. I'll be using mmap /p/ then /xv, then my IP that is on my Metasploitable. So this IP 129.168.56.102 is what I will place here, 192.168.56.102. Okay, now then I take my enter. So you give it time for it to do its thing. Okay, so you can see all the ports are open. Okay guys, so you can see all the ports using this code sudo mmap. You can see all the code. This is the port, this is the state, this is the services, this is the version. These are port 21 TCP open, this is 22 TCP, 23 TCP, 25 TCP, 53 TCP, 80 TCP. You can see all TCP, they are all opening. This is the login, share, FTP, MySQL, this. So all these ports are all opened. Okay, so these, you can see you also have what the MAC address. Okay, it also has a MAC address. So now that we are able to succeed in getting all these ports open, so what next for us to do? We can easily copy all these in a notepad for easy access, and let's open on that terminal. Then we'll open our other terminal. Then we'll do what our MSF console. So you allow it to load itself out. Let's give it time to load itself. MSF console. So at this moment, this will be able to give us access to see if we can penetrate into all these ports that are being open for us. And there are diverse ways in which you can prevent all these open ports in your server. Okay. So let's give it time to open. Okay, that is MSF. Okay, so we are now in our MSF console. So what we do, we search that is VX FTP FTPD. Okay, so we can see the matching modules. So these are the modules that are in this FTP. This is the auxiliary docs FTP vs FTPD 2232. We also have this exploit units FTP. So we'll be using 0. We'll be using 0. So this is the auxiliary docs. Let's use 0. Let's see. You can try all other options in which you are seeing in yours. So we are already in the DOS FTP vs FTPD 232. Now let's show options. Let's see. So these are the options. Okay, you can see that what our arrow host is not having IP. Okay, so we want to connect it to that Metasploit IP. We want to connect it to such, so we'll say set arrow host to our IP, that is our 192.168.56.102. Then take your enter. Okay, you can see it's connected. After that, you do your exploits. Okay, sorry. Let's do our exploits. Let's see. Okay, it's not vulnerable. Auxiliary aborted due to failure, not vulnerable. Target is not vulnerable. Okay, that is not vulnerable. So you can see, so you can also try all that means. You can try the one which we found out, this exploit units. You can see, try that in your own. Now you can see the ports. This is the port that came along, and if you look at the first FTP going to your first terminal, this is the port 21 TCP, port 21. Also have it here, port 21. Okay, so okay, let me see. Let's see. Let's try something. Let me see. Lhost. Let me see. Sets lhost 192.168.56.102. Okay, they don't mean our host. Okay, so we're in order. So that is just it. Once you are able to exploit any open port, then you can penetrate into such. Okay, let's do ls. So go back to that. But the next aspect of it, let's open on that terminal. Let's see something X. Let's see something else. Our ls/user/share/mmap/scripts/grid, then grep FTP. Now what we want to do, we want to see our FTP. Let's see. So these are all of the FTP. Okay, but we can also use another mix of this FTP. Let's say lx/al. Then okay, that is user/share/mmap/scripts/grid grep FTP. Let's cannot access. Okay. Okay, guys. So sorry, there was a mistake in this my share. That share is wrong. So let me just copy this. That share was not spelled rightly. Okay. I share, then take my enter. So you can see it have brought all the FTP out. The FTP unknown.nse, FTP bounds NSE, FTP brutes.nse, FTP libop.nse. So these are the various FTP on each. Now let's also do SSH. So we also see we have lx/al, then we have user/share/mmap. So mmap is very powerful when you are using it. Scripts grep SSH. Let's see the various ports in the SSH. So these are the what we have: the SSH ultimate.nse, SSH brute.nse, SSH hotkey.nse. So these are what the various of it all. Okay, now let's see in this our FTP. In this our first want to carry out a pen test in this FTP unknown.nse. So we want to do that with our mmap. So we use our mmap /p port 21. Remember, in our first terminal, these are 21 TCP. That is the port. So 21 port 21. So we have / we have scripts is equals to FTP /unknown.nse. Okay, then we have our IP 192.168.56.102. then take your enter. So give it time to load for the mmap to load it out for us. Now you can see if I want to jack into that FTP, that port that is open, I just use this code. You can see starting a map, the mmap scan for this IP, that is the IP, host is up, then port service, then you can see what FTP login allow. So I can log in into this FTP that is open, and the password, the username and password is anonymous. You can see anonymous, so we can easily log in. So let's open our another terminal. Since the log is anonymous, so what we should be doing is this: just FTP, then the IP 192.168.56.102, then take your enter. So now the root, we have anonymous. Let's enter with anonymous, enter. Then the password will also use anonymous. Remember, the password will not be showing, but it's there. Just take your enter. So you can see that what our login is successful. Remote system type, this is Unix, using binary mode to transfer files. So now if you want to interact with this system in this way, you can as well do that. Take our LX. So you can see entry extended passive mode. Here comes the directory listing, directory sent, okay. So you can as well do whatsoever which you want to do in this mode. Okay, now let's just take our exits. So we already exited, goodbye, we exited in doubt. So those are how to carry out pen tests in any port that is being open to us. First and foremost, what we just did is what our FTP will be doing other service like SSH. Okay, now we want to run our FTP once. Okay, remember at this stage, okay, let me open at this very stage. Let's see. Okay, this very one which we did here, this is just only the unknown.nse that we did here. Now let's say for adventure we want to carry out all these ports at once. These are the FTP ports at once. We want to carry it all at once. So what we will just do is just simple our mmap /p, then the port 21, because they are all in port 21, then /scripts is equals to what my FTP, then -x. You can see that sign, that X, that like X in the sign. It will bring, that is what to scan all FTP at once. That will scan all FTP at once. Then my IP 192.168.56 then 102. Then take your enter. Okay, there is a mistake somewhere. There is mmap/p for 21//script is equals to ftp x at the up, then my 192.168.56.102. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it's going because the first mistake we're adding x in our scripts. So in yours, don't add x. Okay, this front don't add x. So let's allow this to load. It will bring all the old ports out instead of us doing it one after the other in this place. In this very place, it will just do everything at once. Remember, when we have this login details, what we only did was just in this place our anu.nse, but these whole ports that we are doing at once, it will bring all the old ports, everything at once to us. So let's wait while we see that. So you can see all that we have here. You can see them. Okay, so you can see this is the port state service port 21 TCP open. This is what we just did. So vulnerable. Okay, you can see it's vulnerable. So you can see explore results, share command, results, reference. So all these are all in one, all of them. Okay, like that. The anu is anonymous login allow. You can see it's allow, you can connect, you can log in with that anonymous as the username and also as the password. No session bar will limit, section time 30 seconds. So brute force accounts, user valid credentials. So you can see how useful are all these. Okay, now for you to able to prevent key prevention against any open port exploitation is what always close unused ports. Okay, now the common risky ports include your port 21 FTP, your port 23 Telnet, your port 3389 RODP, and your port 445 SMB. So those ports are very risky ports, and once anybody penetrates into such ports, they will do whatsoever thing they want to do in your system, in your server. And the number 2 is use a firewall in your system. Then the third, always change default configuration in your system. Do not always use the default because attackers always target every default settings. Okay, they target every default. Change default username and password, disable anonymous access, and rename administrative account where possible. And the fourth, keep service updated. Okay, always keep your service updated. And the fifth is use secure protocols like the FTP, use SFTP, and also like the Telnet, use SSH, and the HTTP, use HTTPX. Okay, all those are very vital. And the sixth, perform regular defensive port scanning using your mmap and your Wireshark. You can see it was mmap which we use to do this pen text, and we found that this port 21 FTP is open with several ports. They are open. You can use this to check your system IP to see if any of your ports is open, and when they are open, all this prevention which I'm listing, you should try to key into them. And the seventh is implement intrusive detection and prevention. The fourth is use VPX for remote access. Use VPNs for remote access. Then number 9 is enable multiple factor authentication. Okay, always enable it. It's very vital. And the 10th is conduct regular penetration testing. Now the area when you are doing it, the area to test is open ports, your service banners, your weak authentication, and your misconfiguration. Okay, you're able to do this. Now the signs your open port may be under attack. What are the signs at which this your open port might be attacked? Is multiple failed login attempts. When you have multiple failed login attempts, you know that what you are under attack. Or no IP connection attempts, sudden network slowdowns, unrecognized service running, the high traffic on common port. When there is high traffic under your port, under your IP, you know that what you're under attack. So thank you guys for staying tuned at KCWEB Tech Center. Please, if you find this video interesting, do well to subscribe to our channel, follow us, share this video for other people, other persons to be aware of this cyber security awareness, so people will always know what and what to do and why not to keep the port open. But if your port is open, make sure it's very secure and the attackers cannot attack into it. Thank you guys for staying tuned, and we'll be doing the next attempt in the SSH. Remember, what we just did is what FTP. Our SSH video will be out soonest. Okay, thank you for staying tuned.